Canadian-based Nigerian nursing couple are in serious trouble. The Nigerian nurse has lost her license in Canada. She could be facing up to 20 years behind bar for her shocking and appalling behavior. A lot of people are still in shock. They cannot believe that a nurse who is highly respected among the Nigerian community, a nurse who is an active leader in the church, could display the behaviors that it has been reported that she has displayed. This woman's appalling behaviors have sent shockwaves to the Nigerian community in Toronto, where she lives. The woman is now blaming the devil for her actions. Let me know what your views are in the comment section. This behavior, this woman's action is very common among Nigerians, especially those in North America. This woman, her name is Wumi. Wumi is a Nigerian Canadian. She has lived in Canada for 7 years. This woman, she has 2 children and she is married to Yomi. The woman's 2 children, one of them is 5 and the other one is 3 years old. The 5 years old, who is just going to 6 years old, is on the autistic spectrum. Is a child that is non-verbal. This woman, she decided that she wants to return back to work. She decided that what she was going to do was to get a maid, someone that will come and look after her children for her. She contacted somebody in Nigeria who advised her that they will be able to bring somebody from Nigeria to come and work for her and she will pay. Good morning. Frank is my name. This platform is where you hear the latest update about diaspora news and immigrant daily lived experience. If you want to stay informed about updates among immigrants in the diaspora, this is the place to be. If you see any value in this content, make sure you share so that other people can learn. This nurse has now lost her license and she could be spending 20 years behind bar. The agent in Nigeria then said to the woman, I have contact. I can give you Canadian visa. It's going to cost you 6 million Nigerian naira. In Canadian dollars, that is roughly about 4,000 Canadian dollars or more. I don't know what the exchange, more than 4,000 Canadian dollars in Canadian dollars. That is what was agreed. 6 million naira, which would be about 7,000 Canadian dollars. I will give this person a visiting visa. It will be multiple entry. That is what you're going to use to bring this person to Canada. They then look for a lady in Ibadan, where this couple came from. They said they look for this person. The person they look for, her name is Bosse. Bosse was very, very excited and happy. She thought all her prayers have been answered. Molosi Canada, Ilu Canada, what is she? She was celebrating and happy. Say, God has answered my prayers. At least if I go to Canada, the children that I have in Nigeria, I will be able to support my children in Canada. Bosse, before she left, she has 3 children. She was a single mom. Bosse was given a Canadian visa. Before she actually came to Canada, this woman, Wumi, who is a leader in the Redeemed Christian Church of God in Toronto, after they got this girl's visa, this woman then took this poor girl, Bosse. They took her to a shrine where they forced this girl to swear that whatever is going on in their house, if she ever calls outsider, tells outsider what is going on in their house, she will die. This girl, because she was so desperate to leave Nigeria, she was prepared to do whatever they tell her to do. She was prepared to do it. She went to the shrine, she sworn, and they bought her a ticket. She came to Canada. The girl came to Canada and she said, God, I thank you for my life. My prayers have been answered. I now say bye-bye to poverty. At least my 3 children in Nigeria, they will be able to have a better life. The girl was given 5 years Canadian visa, multiple entry. The girl came to Canada 3 years ago. Wumi and her husband Dele, they were working. This girl, she was the one that was looking after their children at home. For 3 years, they did not register this poor girl with a doctor. This girl, initially for the first 8 months, when they are going to church, they will lock this girl at home. They won't take the girl to church. This girl, they agreed that they will be paying this girl 200,000 naira in Nigeria before they left Canada. When they came, the first 3 months, they did not pay this girl. After 3 months, the girl said, Auntie, I haven't been paid salary. The woman said, we'll pay you. The ticket is expensive. Do you know how much we spent to bring you to Canada? When the girl complained again, they started giving her. Instead of giving her the 200,000 that they agreed to pay this girl, they will transfer the money to the girl's account in Nigeria. They don't pay this girl in Canada. They will transfer the money to the girl's account, 70,000 today, 20,000 tomorrow, 40,000. This woman, she is a registered nurse in Canada. At least based on our research, she's earning between 60 to 80,000 a year. In addition to that, because she has a child on the autistic spectrum, the Canadian government is paying this woman a lot of money because she has a child that has autism. This woman, she will not pay this poor boss for her work. After some time, Bosse became bored at home, that she doesn't go anywhere, and the woman started saying, on Sunday, auntie, please let me still go to church with you. They started taking her to church. They say when this woman goes to church, she's the one that will sing, what shall I say unto thy Lord? They said this woman will be dancing. Will be dancing. God has done it. Oh. Meanwhile, this woman that is doing all this thing, the person that is living with her at home, she's not paying the person's salary. The salary for her to even get it. The girl said that the 200,000 that this woman promised her, she has never received 200,000. Mind you, 200,000 Nigerian currency is less than 80,000 Canadian dollars a month. So this girl, she is working for less than 5 Canadian dollars every day. That is what she's earning, less than 5 Canadian dollars every day. The woman will lock the door when she's going out. It got to a point that this girl, she reached out to me. Somebody showed, she saw my video. She reached out to me. I told this guy, I said, look, if you stay where you are now, in the next 10 years, do you think that you will have a pathway to get citizenship or stay in Canada? She said, no. If you stay where you are now, would you be able to take care of your children? No. The girl said the money the woman pays her is not even enough for her to take care of her children in Nigeria. People have been complaining. When they asked the woman for money, she said, I don't have money. I don't have money. People were shocked. She could not tell anyone what was going on because Wumi and her husband, Dele, they have taken this poor girl to a shrine in Ibadan to swear that if she reports, she will die. And this girl believes so much that the moment she tells outsider, she will die. When this girl calls me on video call, the woman, Wumi and her husband, they were not there. It was only her and the child. This woman was panicking. I could tell fear. I gave her the 3 options: report this woman, leave this place. This woman said, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. In fact, this woman ended the telephone call with me abruptly as soon as I informed her that she will have to call the authority. The woman did not want to leave. She stayed where she was. One day, As God, when the enemy wants to fool somebody, God will always shine a light. This woman, children, she has told her not to call the outsider. The children, one of the child that is on the autistic spectrum, he suffers from autism. He suffers from autism and seizures as well. He suffers from seizures. This child then has a seizure. He had a seizure. The boss said the housemaid tried to call the nurse at work. She called. The woman did not pick. And they told her not to call the outsider. The girl was worried because the child was doing like this. It was doing like this because the woman said the child suffers from absent seizures. It normally has seizures. But before, if it has seizure, it doesn't last. On this fateful day, the woman said the seizure before doesn't last more than 2-3 minutes, is out. This fateful day, this child has seizure for more than 5 minutes. This child is still unconscious. Boss says, let me call an ambulance. The girl then called the ambulance because she's called madam. She was worried that the child was going to die. She then called the ambulance. When the ambulance came, the door was locked. How can somebody be at home with a child and the door was locked? They then forced the door, opened the door. When they saw this girl, the state of this girl, the kind of clothes they were wearing, they were wondering, how can somebody be living in Canada looking like this? They were shocked. They took the child to the hospital. The woman did not want to tell them anything at first, but they suspected, they could tell because a lot of people that work with ambulance, they do human psychology. They can study human behavior. The way the girl was afraid, I don't want to get into trouble. Is this baby? I don't want them to take the baby to the hospital. We want to take this child to the hospital. The girl insists that she doesn't want them to take the baby to the hospital because the madam is not aware. They became suspicious and they therefore informed the police that, look, it looks like water don't pass Gary today. This is not just a case of a child. We suspect that something sinister is happening here. If you've seen any value in this content, don't forget to give this a like. In the link, there are links in the description section for you to order items from Disuri. We've got quality items that you can get an affordable price that you won't get anywhere in the world. So the ambulance then took this girl. They called the police and the girl was taken to the police. The police came. What is going on? Why is it that you are afraid? Where is your employer? How are you in this country? It looks like that God has lit the light. As soon as they removed this girl, they said, "We tell us you're not going to get into any trouble." The police themselves, they knew that something was not right. Something was fishy. This girl finally opened up. Her passport is with her boss. Boss pays her salary here. Meanwhile, I've already advised this girl this is the part you have to follow. The girl was afraid. She didn't do it because she was afraid that she would die. When she finally had the courage to tell the police, then she opened up to the police that passport is with the boss, and the boss, from the day she came, that was the day the boss took the passport, pays the salary into her account in Nigeria. That is when the police were shocked. You are earning less than $5 Canadian in a day. Meanwhile, the government of Canada is paying Wumi for the child that she had that is got autism. They are paying this woman more than $700 Canadian for the child. Meanwhile, she cannot give this girl even 300 out of that money. Wumi was then arrested. As soon as she was arrested for human trafficking, they then notified the Canadian Nursing Board that this person is not fit to be a nurse because she is involved in human trafficking. That is how Wumi was arrested. Our employer was informed straight away, and she has now lost her license. As I'm speaking to you now, she has been bailed pending the outcome, but this girl now, she is now in Canada. She has now sought asylum. They asked her, they gave her a lawyer who advised her, these are the options. You can return back to your own country because they have finally managed to get a visa from Wumi. And the girl said, if I go back to my country, I will be in trouble because this woman, the agreement we have was that I will not tell anybody. My life is going to be in trouble in Canada. They ask her, do you want to seek asylum? He said, what is asylum? They brought somebody who explained to her. I said, I will seek asylum. This is how this poor girl has now sought asylum in Canada. Wumi, if she is found guilty, she is going to jail. The woman has lost her registration. Her children were removed from her care. They were placed in temporary custody for neglect and all the abuse that she's caused. This woman's husband is more interested in the house that is building in Lekki. All the money that the Canadian government is paying them for their child benefit, they are gathering the money, using it to build house in Lekki. There's nothing wrong in building house in Lekki, but the person that you brought from Nigeria, you are paying that person less than $5 Canadian every day. Meanwhile, they say when Wumi goes to church, she'll be the one to say, what can I do? Oh, they say when the woman is dancing today with her native, you say, this is the woman. Whereas she's keeping another fellow human being as slave. Now she's saying it's the devil work. Do you believe this is the devil work, or you believe she's saying this before she's caught? If you know you've been held as against your will as modern day slavery and you're watching this video now, contact the Launch Club. As long as you are in the Western world, not in Saudi Arabia, in the Western world, we will do our best to help you. Don't forget to give this a like. Don't forget to share so that other people can learn. Do you believe that this is devil's attack, or you believe that justice